Hi guys, let's change things up. Hope all is going well. Alright, connection looks like it's good. We'll swap back to this. We'll do a little refresher. Alright, connection looks like it's good. We'll swap back to this. Looks like volume is good. Alright, I was just looking up a guide on that hands there. I did a quick ask, and it looks like he says where's it? I had to assign the right animation blueprint. Just trying to see here if I missed something. Because remember, we were having that hand and gun problem last time. I just can't see where it would be. So I was just double checking his guy. We can see where this is located. This is the anim blueprint he's using here. Ooh, it's pretty big. Yes, we are using the top one there. So I feel like should definitely be in this here. I see. No expanded movement on the character is what I'm looking for. Okay. And with this viewed, I want to go to my character, animation, and I want to, yep, nothing's changed. I believe I am already using this animation. And I think this is something we have here. So what he's doing is he's casting to a component he's created, and this component's going to be taking a lot of the advanced movement into consideration, and he's going to be getting stuff from that advanced movement later on. Right? I just moved something so it says to save, but I didn't touch anything, or else it would say compile. Could take a bit because it's a pretty massive blueprint. I should not have hit the save button. I didn't do anything. Should have been fine. Well, it might take a bit. In the meantime, I guess I could open this version. We go to current version of the game. I did get it packaged. I guess you need C++. That's good to know. So if I give people the exe, it's going to ask for the latest Visual Studios prerequisites. So I would have to add that to the Steam page when I upload the game. It's still. Oh, there we go. It's finished saving. Alright. So, best thing to do then, because we need to work in our map anyway. Let's close the door here. Yeah. Since our character is male, I changed our character to be a male. That will affect gear and stuff. But other than that, I think I have everything kind of set properly. So I think in his animation blueprint, it's not accessing something. So first, in world partition, sadly, we are here. Weird. Close this and reopen our window. World partition editor. So this must be what is loaded. Or oh, that's the loaded region. But we kind of want to unload region first. And we're going to load this region because we want to access all the other areas. Because we finished our kind of area there, we got the zombies, remember? We could hit each other and stuff. We got buildings loading and unloading. But we also kind of want to set their visibility to false. We're not working with them. Um, let me see here. One of the things I was focusing on, don't want to kill my computer. Was the game. You must restart your computer before you could use the software. Close. Alrighty then. Up this camera speed. So we have these buildings here. We have to get the rest of the buildings. For now, we'll just do these guys here. Get this set up because we do want to finish this area here. So go back to details. So we got this house. We'll want to it's not complete. We wanted to finish the house, but we don't really have time to do that right now. I can do that later because it's kind of boringish. And I've went over that in stream multiple times. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Tools, Merge Actors. Finding home. Static meshes, architecture, cancel, merge actors, finding home, static mesh, exterior building, building exteriors, building interiors, architecture. Okay. Buildings. Farm. houses. So we'll do farmhouse. Save. So we have this mesh farmhouse. This is farmhouse 2. Okay. I think I worked hard to get these trees in the exact right spot. One of this tree in the back of that window, and one of this tree out that window. I think something like that. And I think I did it so the ground is just off the ground, I think. Just like that. That looks good. So now I got the static mesh of this house. Oh, click on the static mesh of this house. And I will throw it back all the way. I did a better way of this. Oh, but I'm just holding the click button and scrolling up to drag with the middle mouse button. Ugh. And we're going to put it into buildings in this area here. There you go. Right. So we have this small town farm thing. We will copy the location, and we're just gonna have to adjust the squares completely. We're gonna find home. We go to environmental assets, shared, hide and reveal meshes, I think. Move to spawners. And this was using a test. We're just going to be using this base class here. So F2 0 x 0 y small farm. B H and RM. Now that we know this works, static mesh is an area, things to replace. We are going to get rid of this guy here, I believe. And this guy here, we are going to kind of stick this area. It's just fine. And then, yeah, so our visibility box, this box, we want it to be like 30,000 and like 30,000. kind of want to shift the box a bit to be like there. And if anybody comes in this box area, we will spawn our little town. But just the static meshes. Maybe I could do 25,000. 25,000. And I just kind of do that like that. There we go. Yeah, because they get into the water. You don't want them to go in the water like too far. So, yeah, everybody take it back. 30,000, 50,000, I think was what I agreed on before. That way, if they go a bit into the water, we can still get that spawn. And this is going to need to be like 200. 2,000, 200 should have been 250. 500. Oh, maybe 2,000. It's not that overkill after all. Going all the way up. We want to go slightly underwater a bit. That's about right. We do slightly underwater a bit. There we go. So they're going to trigger that box with their feet or their vehicle. If they're flying above, we'll do 5,000. We're going to have choppers and stuff at some point, maybe. There we go. And then our remove box is going to be just like this box here. Once they're inside the remove box, what is this box for anyway? It is this spawn AI. Oh, it's just spawning in there. Right. Alright, so go back to the remove box. We want the remove box pretty much to be like the spawn box. We want the remove box to be all in this area here. So, yeah, I'll move this around when we get it bigger. Oh, Control Z. The remove box is what we wanted to move, but alright, so extends, we'll do 2,000, 3,000, maybe like 5,000. That's a lot better. 10,000. 8,000 maybe. Maybe just 5,000. Is it more of a square than I thought it was? 500. So we're going to rotate this box a little bit. There we go. 1,000. We want to get just so I do want it a bit narrower, that's for sure, so maybe only 4,000. Again, I prefer not to like have cars flying by and then while the car's flying by it's like unloading and loading the interiors of the house. At the same time, I do want it so when you're running around the exterior of the house here pretty much looks like this is still, if you're running around the exterior house, we still want the insides to kind of load. And it looks like it needs to be just slightly longer, so we'll do 6,000. Should be able to back this up. Oh, 5,500 is good. Just a little bit more. I gotta touch the road. I think that's good enough. We got in there. Good. So now if we click on this, we have these meshes, static meshes in area. So we're gonna plus box this, and we're gonna get this farmhouse. This is our warehouse. It's called Warehouse 7, but we will call this, yeah, we'll actually hit F2 and we'll actually call this this farmhouse 0x 0y farmhouse. And same with the kind of warehouse, we'll do the same kind of formula. 0x 0y warehouse. This is the other one. We'll call this 0x the 0y cow barn. And we still got these two to do. We can't have these blueprints that are fully kind of loaded here. We need them to be static meshes that are nanite did. Speaking about that, we'll go to each one of these for now and make sure we open them up and we set them to nanite. Whoa, there's a lot of material slots. Nanite is enabled on this guy. Good. Worry about the animations later. Oops. Oh, well. I'll take a pile and save that other stuff later. Alright, and we want this farmhouse. I'm pretty sure this farmhouse is not nanite enabled because we just made it. There we go. Just also check our show simple collision. There we go. So it does have collisions. Good, good, good. Only thing is I don't think I'll be able to get in this door at all. This is a simple box collision. These stairs are going to deny me from getting in that door. But I can get in the front door. The black door will be locked. That's something we'll have to work on later on. We wouldn't have a mesh like this anyway, so this is just temporary so I can continue on. Yeah, instead of having this all loaded up, I wanted to make sure the build went well, and we have the game built. The build did go well, and I wanted to show it off. But apparently, I need to restart my computer, which would end stream. So I will show it off on Tuesday. All right. So that's nanited. Do we do over the warehouse? Let's double check the warehouse. The warehouse is nanited as well. I'm pretty sure I did this one first. Yeah, barn 8. Yeah, we did. So we need a static mesh version of this guy. And There might be a static mesh of this guy that exists. But, well, that's what I could do for now, actually. Finding home, static meshes, architecture, buildings. I can make a temp folder. Window, I said 3. Finding home, static meshes, architecture, buildings, farmhouses. We'll drag this into our temp folder, move here. Just going to go out to buildings, and we're just going to, like, even finding home, stack meshes, we're just going to fix up redirectors. Yeah, finding home, actually fix up redirectors. Yeah, because this level was referencing the old location for this house. So now what we're going to do is we're also going to do the same thing before. We're going to go to tools, we're going to migrate this. We're going to go to finding home, static meshes, architecture, buildings, temp, farmhouse. So this is going to be temp. Temp, it's going to be gas storage hut. Save there. Nice little gas storage hut. There we go. I think at the same time, what we're going to do, just get this guy here right away. Oh, no. We'll do this here. So one of the things you could do, I'm actually just going to copy that. Drag in my gas storage. Paste location. Ooh. It's the same, eh? Just kind of want to make sure that these paths look like they're going to the door okay. There we go. And we just want to move this to buildings. So now we got our gas hut building. Give me more than one of these, so we'll do 0 X 0 Y gas hut storage. Then we have this shed. We're going to go to the same thing. Projectors. It's nice and simple. Finding home. Static meshes. Architecture. Buildings. Temp. And this is literally just going to be a shed. That's all it is. Simple shed. Alright, close this. Bring our shed in here. try to do this thing again. See if it works. Nope. But it is the small door side, hey? So we'll just try to this time bring it right as close as possible so we have a good reference of where. Doesn't need to be exact. It seems like this is above the earth right here. It's not floating. So I don't think I need to lower it to where this guy is. We'll get rid of this guy. So now we have the shed. The cow. Oh, we have to move the shed over. So we're going to move 2 buildings. There we go. And we might as well rename it as well. 0x0y shed. Go. And so now we have our 0y farm thing, and in here we got to make. We have a total of 5. We have the farmhouse. We're going to get the warehouse. We're going to want the gas hut. We're going to get the cow barn. And lastly, we're going to get the shed. So now we have these. We want replacement actors. This... we gotta find these. I think this was like the first one was Farmhouse 2. If I go to environment assets, shared architecture, buildings, Farmhouse 2. We haven't got to those barns yet. So the other ones would have to be the Battle Royale, Blueprints, Barnyard, Blueprints, Farm Blueprints. Nope. It's in Meshes. Version Meshes. Nope. Oh, we'll go like that. Here we go. So we're kind of looking for the different barns. Barn set. Viewport. That looks like the cow barn. It looks like it. So barn setup 1. Yeah, we don't need barn 5. What's barn setup 2? No. It's definitely barn setup 1. For that's the cow barn, which is 4. Also want the warehouse actually. Just 2 roofs, warehouse. So that'll probably be the W section. Gas shed unit. blueprint meshes. So we go to barnyard messes, barn. Warehouse. So we don't have a blueprint for this guy. So we will actually just do the same warehouse. We'll click the warehouse. This could be the actor that we should still be an actor. No. So warehouse. There's a bunch of warehouses there. Actually makes me want to look there. So let's go to content. Let's go to barnyard, meshes. Do you not call it the same? Blueprints. Where barnyard blueprints? It's just in barnyard blueprints. That's right here. So this is what we want actually. Warehouse 1 underscore 1. So it's a blueprint for now. That's my fault. That's fine. Okay. Number 2. What do we do? So the gas up. There's definitely the gas up in the other one. Yes. So it was just storage gas hut. Storage gas units. Storage unit gas. There we go. And then it was the cow barn, which was the meshes, blueprint meshes, and it's the BP barn setup, BP barn setup 1, and lastly it was just the shed. No, it's just shed 1. There we go. And now these actual meshes, we could set the visibility of them to false. One last thing that needs to be rendered. So once we actually get into the farm area, they will go visible. I mean, we could test that out right now. Oh, what? So 5.3 we'll actually get landscape naniting, which would be cool. Sorry. Allergies. It never ends. I do want to see what errors come up. Oh, it's taking longer than I expected. No lobby? Something? No lobby? That's it? My memory has been exhausted. See? The buildings are there. And if I go into the thing. Oof. There we go. The buildings are spawning in the locations of their predecessors. And that's something we would just have to fix, I guess. Can't really fight these guys, they'll probably kill me. Oh, on the road there should be chests. Hoolah! We'll get the AK. There's no ammo. Equip. Oh. I fixed it. So either I didn't have the right animation selected, or it was just that I was trying to 50 cal. Can I use the 50 cal bullets? No. I didn't get the right ammunition. Do it. I have the I have a bow. I can test that out. Teams. Stop it. And I think I have a pistol. I could test that out. Close that. So we'll test out the bow. Arrow. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Okay. I have to double check the bow thing. I don't know if it's just not my numbers showing up. For the bow, it looks like my things are just ricocheting off the guy. Let's see here. Pistol. Oh. Oh. Whoa, was she in the ground? Interesting. Well, I got to test that. The animations are working. That's great. And we got to prove that the houses build. Really doesn't like my hide destroy things, eh? So destroy actor. Is valid. It's not valid. Don't try to destroy it then. Silly goose. Alright. And then where's the next complaint? Farmhouse, but it's not valid pending kill. Destroy actor. This could be all the same thing. So let's now go to check. Let's kill. So now I don't have to worry about this. These guys we'll worry about later because these guys will most likely be placed into the blueprint assets, into this blueprint shed. And the shed, it is a static mesh shed, and it will also have, you know, static, because the chest is actually another static mesh object. It just has logic to it, you know what I mean? So yeah, these chests and stuff will be a part of the blueprint objects actors, and that's it for this area. Then we have this area here. I would like to know what landscape mesh this is. This is 0 x minus 2y. Are they all minuses? 1x minus 2. There is literally no... There's no landscape going the opposite direction. So it'll always... The y, for some reason, will always be negative, I guess. As we go along here, it's just negative y's. So I'll just call this positive y. Well, maybe I'll call it negative y, because that's what it's called. This is between two. This is literally on the line of two of these things. But these are all just static meshes. This here is a blueprint. The rest, it's just static meshes, it looks like. This is also static meshes here. Are these static meshes too? Hmm? Just that's not a static mesh. So we'll go try to do this. Try to select it all. Since I'm here, I'll grab that guy because it's staring me in the face. Oof. No, I don't want a blueprint. The rest are static meshes, but that's a full-on blueprint. I don't want a blueprint with my landscape spline actor. No, I do not want that. Yeah, that's not a landscape spline actor. That's just a regular blueprint. Okay. Log hut. Is this just a random pull? There's too many of them to be coincidence. Yeah. I don't think the pull has anything to do with it. Let's get these here. Tools. I'm pretty sure they moved it. Convert active to static mesh to lightweight instances. No. Convert selection to blueprint class. And we are going to do static mesh actor. We're gonna call this power station. And we're gonna actually put it in our area actually. So finding home, environments, shared. Base environment. Because it's an entire environment, I think. It's not a building. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Select. So we look here. We got this nice static mesh actor, static mesh component. So the static mesh for now. Now what we want to do thinking here. Oh, so now power station is all a blueprint. So we got this is a blueprint. Right. Alright. So this is X1, Y2. I think I'm gonna do that for this map. I'm just gonna call it what? X0, Y. Either way, we're going to drag in one of these guys. We're actually going to scroll up here. X0. Sorry. Scroll up here. Okay, we're going to do create folder X0 X0 Y1 grid items. Underscore grid items. Was it already X0, Y1? Is there no 0, 0? Weird. So X0, Y1, X0, Y2, right? So we actually got to do this. F2, F2, Y2, and F2, that X0, Y2, 1. That's why I did that. So we do want to switch it up. 0, X, 2Y. And my thing is like way down here or something. Near the X's. I just have to. Oh, yeah, so 0, X, 1, Y. There we go. 0, X, 1, Y. We have our farms and our spawners. Right? And so we want to do the same kind of thing as we got here for this grid here, because this farm is kind of in this grid. Take it, the farm. This at least this guy for sure is in that grid. We can put this guy a part of that grid. But this guy will be part of this grid. So move this into here. And we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to make a new folder and call it spawners. Move that into there. Again, we'll just actually duplicate this and bring in new spawners. And we'll do 0 x 1 y. AI spawning volume is fine. I feel like I gotta edit all these now. Don't bug me. My OCD. Sorry guys. This is 1y. I know even technically it's negative 1y, but there won't be any positive 1y's on this map specifically. I do not intend to add any more to this map. This map is already big enough and has enough things. And we're going to be manipulating it, adding things, doing things to it later. I don't want to add any more to this map, so it will always be no positive y's. So, yeah. See if I can click this little line here. There we go. Bring us back to reality. Oop, there goes the grab. Alright, so this is the hide reveal. Oh, we got this spawn guy here. I think we're actually going to just rotate this guy here. That seems about right. Go back. So we're going to have some zombies in there. All the trees and stuff. Cancel. I don't know how I was going to select stuff. But anyway, all the trees and stuff, I don't know if we need to be this big. So this will be 0x y 0x 2y AI spawning volume. Yeah, because this is 2y, right? Yeah, 2y. This is B H A R M S, and this is power station. Oops. And this is 0x2y 0x2y power station for spawners. There we go. What is this little X? Well, that's the could have copied, probably copied, no, but it'll be fine. Alright, we have this guy here. No point of rotating the guy, it's more the boxes. We have this visibility box here. Where do we want this station to be? So let's do like 20,000. I don't think. Oh, sorry, 20,000. Even then, I don't think you need to see it that far. Actually, let's try like 15,000. We said we were gonna do this back half. This guy and the other part. So we're just doing this guy here, really. So we're just gonna have the one thing. So this guy here, we might even just be able to get away with having him visibility box of like 10,000 each. Like no, I guess you should be able to see it farther out. What, coming around this corner maybe, so we'll try 20,000. Yeah, it's perfect. It's gonna hit it around this corner. So we'll do 20,000. And we'll do, yeah, nice. We did like what, 5,000 before? The only thing is, like, what bugs me is, like, if you're in the city, technically it's going to be spawning that power station, but I guess, yeah, there's no way you could see the power station from within that city, but technically it also going to give it to you, like, when you're turning this corner here. So you're getting up here, because you're hitting that, it's going to spawn that power station. Same with coming up this hill here. That's true. I do have the capability to move this visibility box specifically, so we could do something like that and knock down the Y direction to about 10,000, and we could just make sure we're getting a lot of that bend, a lot of this road and this road, and not so much in the back. Now we got a lot of this road, that road. Now that's where the house is going to spawn there. And we got our remove hitbox, which do 2,000 by yeah, 5,000. And we'll actually just spin this remove hitbox to like there. 4,000. Again, it's just for this like little hut here for whatever we're doing with that. 3,000. There we go. That way, if you were whipping through the road again, it's not spawning the entire hut. Don't even need a 2,000, I guess. There you go. I guess I need It's like 2,500. Just a little more. There you go. Because debatably this whole thing is there, so we kind of want to hit it all. So yeah, there we go. And we just kind of center it off a bit. So now, when you're in there, we'll do like 300, 500, yeah, 500, or 300 might be fine. I just needed to pull it up. No, there's that stuff you might be able to climb up on later. So we want to be able to. People will be climbing on the roofs and stuff, maybe. We don't want things changing around if they're climbing on the roof. There we go. Alright. So, if we go to the actual power station, we need a static mesh and we need this reference. So we can get this reference here. This is electrical station. So we're looking at electrical station. So we'll go back up. Power station, we're looking at electrical station. This, what it is. But we need a static mesh for this electrical station. And we could open up this blueprint, search to its direction. Is it a barnyard mesh? I wouldn't think it is. A village, houses, wood fences. I don't think so. Merged meshes, merged houses. These are just houses. And so that's where I was thinking that I wouldn't sit there and hunt around for it. What I will do is just I'll go to tools, merge actors, we'll go to finding home, static meshes, architectures, building, temp. We'll call this electrical station. Just actually call it power station. Hut. Let's see. It's just more like a hut. I want to make sure I'm naniting these actually. Apply. Save. Keep you. Farmhouses, nanited. Good. And our gas hut is not nanited. We need to nanite that. Save. close. And then we got our power hut. Power station hut. I love how there's nothing for the power station, but roger. Maybe get some stuff later. Nanite it. Apply. Save. There we go. And as usual, we want to drag our power station in right where our other power station was. So it's actually hard to differentiate them. Ours looks like it's floating. We don't want it to float. That looks good. Now we click on this. And we hit delete. Now we got our nice power station here. Looks fine. Looks like it connects to the fence okay. Looks like it's in the grass okay. Yeah. Everything looks fine. Ours is supposed to be a little low, so we could bring it up one. There we go. Anyway, I think it's fine. We gotta go to this. We want to move to. Yeah, we want to go up there. Go. So we're up here. We want to create a subfolder and call it buildings. And we're gonna put our power station in there. Whoa. That really isn't it for. This is X1, Y2. Yeah, we'll continue just making sure we get everything done here. So we'll make a new folder for X1, Y2. So new folder. So 1X, 2Y. Grid. Oh. Grid items. Shot to the top. What we expected. Oh, it's right here. X1, because that's going to be falling underneath all of them. So we might as well do the same thing as before, where we just actually duplicate and actually we won't do AI. So we already got one AI. We will duplicate this though. Hit Control Z. Control Z. Control Y. Control D. We'll drag this in here. F2. Y, X1. And we'll actually just call it still that. Nope, we want to create a subfolder. Spawners. Create a subfolder. Buildings. Visibility box. This visibility box. It's gonna be like 25 now by 25,000. Reason for that is because it has really tall antenna poles right along the whole thing. The whole thing is just tall antenna poles. So you should be able to see those pretty much from all around here. Constantly see that. So that, but I guess they're just nanited static. It's going to be just a nanited mesh at this point. So it should be fine. Yeah. Remove hitbox for our blueprints, though, will be let's say about 5,000, 4,000. There we go. Say 4,000. It's about accurate, yes. Here we go. So we have to get all this fence line, everything like that. And there is some divots here, some weird indents in the road. So you do want to get those. Alright. That's a decent visible thing. We don't have any AI. So we already get AI from this guy here. And so buildings will be this guy, the actual building here. So we gotta move this to fly all the way to the top. So we have our power station guy. Right, these are all static mesh actors. But we don't want a blueprint actually. We want just the static mesh. So this is our hut. We're gonna go to here. Tools. Migrate actors. Migrate actors. Finding home. Static meshes. Architectures. Buildings. Temp. We're gonna call this actually just power poles. Power poles. Power towers. Fenced. So we wouldn't even call it a power station, it's just a bunch of power towers that are fenced together. And so that's what that is. So we can close this now. We got our power towers fenced. We're gonna open those up. Make sure we nanite mesh that. Alright, nothing too strange happened. Alright. Save. Now this power, it's just called power station. So we called it. Yeah, we just called it power station, I believe. Yeah, power station. So if we go to here, we want, oh, we never set the static mesh. We want this one to be power station. For this spawner here, I want to click this guy. Oh, wait, this spawner here, we want to click that guy. That's why we didn't get it, because we actually have to do that. So we got our power tower fenced. Here we go. We're going to just throw that right on top of the other one. Looks like we need to go back a bit. And forward. This is a little tricky. And down. There we go. So click that, and we'll delete that. Boom. Gonna have a nice power station now. It's just one mesh object. Move to buildings. Fly up the buildings. Now we have our nice power station building in there. There we go on our spawner. Now our spawner, we don't want to forget this time because we're going to a completely different area. Suck that up. There we go. So now we can walk in and out. We will get those in and out of this grid here. We'll get those spawning. And just like we did before, now that we got this static mesh here component, we could go visibility, false, make it disappear. We could go on to our other tower, false, make it disappear. So next, since we have these guys done, this area done, this is a spline that's a part of the landscape. I cannot change that. In 5.3, the new thing that you're going to be able to do is nanite splines. So yeah, all I can do is go make sure I go into the tower and make sure I nanite that tower mesh. So and I don't know if that will for sure help, but that's what I would do. So we know this is part of the battle royale right now. We go into meshes, and it's a power line transmission. There we go. So you have transmission 1, looks like it has the wires. Transmission 2, no wires, but this is nanite enabled, nanite enabled. So they both have nanite enabled. That's the best I could do. We cannot do nanite enabled spline specifically until the new thing. But we do want to make sure that this is also nanite enabled, because if we kill this, we can technically kill this then. Maybe close this guy. because we have these poles lying around, and I don't know what I'm going to be doing with these poles. Make sure these are nanited as well. Yes, they are. Maybe I'll spawn them in with that. But you can see all these houses are loaded at all times here, which we do not want. On net client load, but these are just loaded. This is a settlement blueprint. This whole thing is one blueprint. It's another. Oh, these are individual houses. This is actually a place house. This here that's fine. This is actually just a spline mesh. This is fine for a little community. But this is just awkward. Don't think I need this here. If we want to add more of a community here later, we can. This is fine. Ugh. And so we got some blueprints to work with here, and we got some static meshes. So this is still, click the landscape here. This is still with all in within 0, 2. 0 back up. Here, if we have 0, 2, we're going to edit, duplicate, F2, and this is going to be community. Village. Going to, sorry, I apologize. The lowest in the hierarchy of isolated dwellings consists of so a hamlet is the smallest. Isolated, the lowest in the hierarchy are isolated dwellings. Ugh. It's less than 10 people. So we have some people in this house here. It has a separate in-law suite. So say family of 4 in-laws, that's 6, 7, 8. 9 to 11. There's no road here. How does the person get to this house? Guess he goes through the back door. Same with this guy. There's nothing for his house here. We'll have to fix this guy, this town up here. But either way, this would be a hamlet. So that's what I'm looking for my naming convention. Not a village, but a hamlet. Whoop. Don't want the number 2 there. There we go. And we'll just move that all down to here. Ah. Want the center of this actor to be kind of in the center of the hamlet, and then we can move everything else from there. Alright. The visibility box. Where can we see this hamlet from? First, we do want it square. So we'll do 15,000 for now, by 15,000. Should be able to see it from the water here. I definitely think we are moving the visibility box down this way-ish. Because I'm just thinking, person's like swimming here. Want to pop, like we get pop in, then we can adjust later. We'll get like comments and stuff. Actually, don't think that's that bad. I don't think that's bad at all. I think that's it. And remove mesh. So we want the houses to start popping in. Well, this looks like it's gonna be about 3,000, 3,000. Mm, 4,000, 4,000 maybe. More, actually, more like 4,000. 3,000. Go. $3,500. Just gonna give that buffer room. I don't even need that. There we go. Yeah. That looks about right. Now I need to fill this guy up with stuff. So let's start with, oh, we also need our AI spawner. going to duplicate the AI spawner. Yeah, that we could just leave it too. Here. Same as that guy. But spawn count was 10. Oh yeah. Later on, might add like the floors of the houses or something. Just gonna try to spawn 20 zombies up in this little area here. So first thing first is this shed. Let's start from here, or start from this side and make our way clockwise. We'll start from the shed and make our way counterclockwise. This looks a little bit easier to deal with. This is all individual stuff, eh? I'll just add all the preferels in the end as like a static mesh thing. Alright. So we got this shed. So we'll add that. And it is just its name, Shed 3. But I don't think it's actually Shed 3. I think it's just Shed. Yeah, it's just Shed 1. So go back up to the top. We actually start doing it that way just so I could find it easier. Click off, click this, right click, move to buildings. There we go. Now we're up here. And we want our hamlet. So this one is Shed 1. There we go. And we need to actually take our static mesh from here. So we need to replace this content Shed 1. Shed. Oh, there's no things. Okay, good. We got our shed. Whoa, our shed is massive. What is this? It's all 0.5. What? Everything's 0.5. I gotta double check it can fit in this shed. He scaled it down, but what if you like scale it down and now the character can't even fit in it anymore? 0.5. If 0.5 works, like if he fits in fine, I can shrink it to 0.5. But I just want to make sure the character actually can fit in the shed. With such a major, it's like half the size of the shed. So that means the door is smaller. Everything would be smaller. Everything would be smaller. To be honest, it looks like he'll fit fine, but it just makes me feel like the other shed must be just massive. fits fine, even at 0.5 size. Alright. Worried there. I was like, this guy didn't see me. Lost track of him in the house. Didn't even realize that till just now. There's a tree in the house. What is this? There's a tree in the house. Foliage. Select. Get that out of here. Can't have a tree in the house. Tree in front of the stairs. Control Z. One of those weird trees that are part of like a group, I guess. So this is a tree. Where is this guy? What? Like this should be like right on the tree. And if it's not, then usually it's grouped with some other actor, and then that's the center point between them. This is the details panel on that specific selection. So, and if I try to move it, the tree does not move. So I'll hit Control Z and see how many nav mesh things that worked. Just want to see. I don't see anything else highlighted though. It's so weird. I don't see anything else highlighted. I am going to delete said tree. Delete said tree. Control Z. Control Z. Remove. Erase. We'll just select the trees. There we go. Just get that tree out of here. Don't trust it. Actually. All of these trees. Because apparently there's some more trees in that house. No trees in the house. Select, can we move this guy? So we're gonna have to do the erase again. Why are there so many trees and houses? We'll fix that kind of stuff up. We'll make sure there's a little more trees and houses and stuff. Problem with procedurally generated stuff. Alright. Now we go back to this shed. Selection out actually. Now I go back to this shed. Alright. So yeah, we had our shed 1. Yeah, the guy fit in there fine. So, do 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. It's 145 degrees. 145. Actually, more than 145 degrees. Okay. Maybe 0.5 was too small. Not actually 0.5, maybe 0.75. Seven five. 0.65. 0.65. 0.65. 6.5 is pretty close, actually. I think it's close enough for me. Oh, we're going to move this to. Oh, it's already 11 o'clock, guys. Oh, time flies. Alright. So, we have the shed. Do 0x 2y power station hut. And 0x 2 y hamlet. We haven't been doing underscore for this. This is the typo. I'm not gonna do hamlet for everything actually. So just do shed. There we go. Just like AI here. Multiple sheds. And then we'll delete the shed to see how that shed looks. The wood should have been, yeah, a little bit inside of that. Because my shed's a little bit larger. Same with these tires. Slightly inside of my shed. The fence. Slightly inside of my shed. There we go. So, yes. What we're doing is slowly going to, now we go back to our Hamlet, and we would suck in the shed. Boom. So now the shed will be visible, not visible as we go along. We go here, visible. Whoop. Close it off. We now know that shed is done. And starting Tuesday, we could maybe clear out this. We want to clear out a lot of stuff and get all of our kind of boxes and stuff going. So we just try to increase our performance. Because right now, like, even if I'm way over here, it looks cool, but that is a fully loaded city. And you can see my frames are super low. This fully loaded city is actually a blueprint actor. Well, this is a static mesh actually. These are static meshes. Are these static meshes? And they might even be nanited actually. Yeah, they're nanited as well. But these barrels and stuff like that are blueprints. And these houses are blueprints, and you can still see them from way over there. And that means the doors have physics and everything like that to them from that far away. So we'll be going through, kind of fixing that up, get some of this performance back, and we might get a mode where we can put some thing on our screen. I think it's just delta time, divided by something for frame rate, and get that on our screen. So that when we play the game, we can see how our frame rate is when we're playing and stuff. But it's after 11 for now, so I'm gonna have to head out. Got work and stuff. So yeah, one of the things I do want to work on off stream. Get the computer restart. One of the things. Oh yeah, so I will start our computer, of course. So next time I do want to test our build and see how the build is working. But that's all for tonight. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Ciao.